This is how a plant-based diet saved my life 7 years ago and still going strong. I am on no medications, I have my life back. You can do the same and change your life for the better. Eating meat, dairy and eggs was the biggest mistake of my life, and I'm so grateful for the knowledge I've learned and the effect it has on my health, the environment and the animals. Listen to what all these people have to say about how they have transformed their health and their lives. The plant-based diet works. Do your own research and find the answers for yourself. Thank you for watching.
I went to the hospital and I went for a colonoscopy, and just to let you know, yeah, it was the worst experience of my life. I'm gonna say that, right? When somebody says go for a colonoscopy, I'm telling you straight, I'll never go for a colonoscopy again. That's how bad it was. Somebody's telling you you're gonna be on medication for the rest of your life, and I was like, what? She goes, yeah, but you can eat what you want, but you take these pills and you'll be fine. I'll be honest with you, yeah. People think about money, this and that. You know, there's nothing more valuable than your health. Since I've stopped meat, dairy, and eggs, I swear my digestive system is much better. I work out a lot as well, but everything's plant-based. I don't touch meat, I don't touch eggs, I don't touch dairy, right? It's not, you know, it's just the way it is. And I haven't felt, you know, I felt so much better. You know, I felt so great. I'm still gaining everything nice and slowly. I used to say to Shamiz, I go, the best thing that I'm gonna wait for is so I can break wind, because I couldn't break wind on my own. And that was, I'm not lying to you people, I'm not lying to you, it was the best feeling. But not breaking wind for 10, 11 months, yeah, and then you do it after, like, properly, after that much time. You couldn't put a price on it. I don't care, but you couldn't put a price on it.
You taught me how to basically, you know, do this and how to heal your body on your own, with all the knowledge that you need. And now I can just eat drink a smoothie and just be so light and full of energy. It's the best. The difference is night and day. It's even the way I feel right now is, I would say, better than I felt before I saw any symptoms of ulcerative colitis. And I wish I honestly would get in contact with someone longer, with you guys specifically, sooner, because the longer I waited, the more I kind of put off the healing.
I just left and I said, there has to be another way. There's no way I'm going to take your Remicade or your Humira. There's no way. I tried the program myself. It was a complete epic fail. I started to detox too quickly. But once I had the consult with Shamiz, he was just so genuine to me. He was just like he was on his videos, if that makes sense. Then I decided to join, and then it was just, you know, rapid. I got all the emails, the sign-ons, all this literature, all these videos, and I was scared. I was super scared because I didn't know what to expect. But during the program, the support that you offer is amazing.
Just to touch on that, you know, obviously the detox is really difficult and, you know, you go through some tough times. But for how you feel now, would you do it all again?
I absolutely would. I would absolutely do it again, because it took me to a place where I needed to go. The expectation that I set, you exceeded it, to be quite honest with you. Not only did you coach me and support me on the way that I ate, but also my mental health, which I found was extremely important as well.
Well done, because you're now healed, you're medication free, and you now have a life after colitis.
Yes. Yay! Oh, it feels so good.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when I started the program, I had no idea that I would feel this healthy, you know, a couple of years down the road. Actually more healthy than I was, more healthy than I was before Crohn's diagnosis. Yeah, it's just amazing, the transformation.
Week by week, I was seeing a lot of improvements. Even small improvements were making a big difference. It is a bit of a struggle, like it's pretty hard to go through that initial stage of the healing, but to have your guys' support, and you know exactly, you know, what some symptoms you get and how you feel. Yeah, it's great to have a support. Otherwise, I feel like if I just read the book myself, I wouldn't have got to where I am today. So bowel movements, going to about 2 to 3 times a day, it's completely formed. No blood at all, no mucus, everything feels healed. I've had colitis for almost 10 years, so I just think, why didn't I start this earlier?
I can recall the very first meeting that we had, and I was just like, we gotta go, I was just like, I gotta do this because I don't want to get on one of these other medications. The support was great. Shakul, you've been fantastic in the whole process. I mean, I just, you and Shamiz, I can't thank you guys enough for doing this, for obviously for helping me out. I'm just thrilled to be on the other side of the whole thing, and not only not taking those medications that the doctor was suggesting, but not taking any medication.
And your hair loss, as well.
Yeah, my hair was falling out.
Yeah.
It was falling out, but my hair grew back. It grew back longer. It's coming back faster. My nails are actually growing fast too, which never
Nice
really
and
happened.
strong
I used
as
to
well.
have brittle nails, yeah.
It's-
If I go through this, you can't have something without struggling, right? So I knew this was my struggle, and then I'd have something much better at the end of it. I'd have my health back. With my cravings, I'd just go straight to fruit because fruit was sweet and it made me feel better that I was eating. And then I would think in my head, it's going to flush out all the bad. Eating good is going to take out all the bad. So that made me feel better. I had a support team, so I had you to talk to. You knew what I was going through, so there's no limits to whatever I do. I have more energy. I can achieve more, and it's just my mind. I can achieve. I set limits for myself before because I didn't notice what I had. It's always tired, but now I'd sleep 12 hours, but I can stay awake all day and not sleep at night. That's how much energy I have now, which is nice.
So yeah, I've got a good base to start with and to build on it. I have no blood, I have no mucus. I don't know, I feel fine, I feel good right now. I had a bit of detox going on, and I had a phase where I had massive spots all over my forehead, and quite a lot of them actually. I had some issues with water retention as well, but they seem to have faded away, and I've got no issues now anymore. I would never, ever, ever want to take medicine again like before, honestly. If, there were these nice people that came and just said, look, you just have to eat certain foods and treat your body in this kind of way and not have to deal with that drama anymore. And I was like, fine, of course. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's up to the individual, obviously, and, how strong you are. I'm not harming anything anymore. That feels pretty good, to be honest. Yeah. Obviously, when I started all of this, that wasn't in my, mind, or that wasn't the goal. But it's a good bonus. Yeah, let's call it like that.
Definitely.
It's a good bonus.
Yeah,
Exactly. You feel good of when, you feel that you're promoting something like that, which is good for the environment and good for everybody else. And, you're leaving a good footprint after yourself. So.
For sure.
It was the best thing I've ever experienced. Don't get me wrong, it was the hardest thing. But working with you guys was amazing. I got on with it. You told me what to do, Shuffle. You was just my God. You was my God, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You really, really was. And, you gave me the guidance. You actually told me what to eat. And I just got on with it. Because I would rather listen to what I needed to eat. I mean, it's not a nice thing getting sort of food away and eating just the same thing day in and day out. But it's something that we have to do, because if we don't do it, we're not going to heal.
Yeah.
I'm Italian, Shakul, so I've been brought up on meat, salami, mozzarella and everything. I wasn't a big meat lover, I used to play, but to discontinue that food, it is hard. But if you know it's going to heal you, and you know you're going to be disease free, then bring it on.
I still follow you guys on YouTube, and I was also following a bunch of other vegan YouTubers and Rich Roll's podcast, and I decided, you know, if your brother could do it through a vegan diet, so could I. Army person, and he got his arm and leg bit off by a shark, and he was on Rich Roll's podcast and talking about like conservation of the planet. And at the time, I was a pescatarian.
Right.
So he's saying, like, you know, and he's a you know, fit guy minus the arm and leg, but he's a fit guy, and he's like, you know, I eat vegan diet. And I was like, you know, with that, with your brother, with you, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I decided to go full vegan, you know, not knowing what really to expect. Having someone that's gone through this with however many people we've gone through this with, it's nice to be like, all right, I can just shoot you an email real quick and let you know what I'm going through. And then you would get back to me within 24 hours saying, like, you know, just do this, don't worry, that's normal, and just kind of reassure me that I'm on the same path. Like one day I just had form stool, no blood, no mucus. And I was like, oh my God. And then that kind of just stuck, and I would go through waves where I wouldn't feel as good. But, you know, from the end of July to the beginning of September, it was a night and day difference. I started feeling better. I started to be able to exercise again. I no longer felt like emotional roller coasters, and it was just like I had my life back again. It just felt amazing, and I no longer worried about, like, you know, is there a bathroom around? Like, am I gonna, you know, go to the bathroom in my pants? Like, can I leave the house? No, it wasn't that. I could do whatever I wanted, and it was amazing. So it really isn't just about diet. It's all encompassing lifestyle change.
Yep.
So if you're on the fence about it, don't be. Jump over.